First time I came here, I read the chapter that came just before this one, so I'll just give you a quick refresher. At the Twin Boom nuclear power plant between Los Angeles and San Diego, yes, there really is such a power plant. Supervillain and French film director Spinoff and a few other supervillains, under Dan Mann's orders, have set the Superfix machine to go off. When it does, everyone on Earth will be put under mind control. Sven Svensson is going there with his cute little super waitress girlfriend Ava to stop it. Dan Mann, Harry Headbutt, and the two dudes, yeah, we can get any superpower we want, dude. We're flying. We're flying to the plant to ensure the Superfix machine is properly set to brainwash humanity into obeying the code of the superhero in case Spinoff set the controls to make humanity obey snotty French film directors. Holly Svensson, also known as Holly Grail, intercepted Dan, Harry, and the dudes flying over the East Street Cafe in Encinitas, her favorite coffee shop. She knocked out the dudes, tricked Harry into beating up a mountain, and when Dan tried to fly to the power plant, Holly stopped him using her fishing motions to channel her telekinesis. Holly and Dan had a vicious superpowered fight, ending with them blasting superpower at each other. This, of course, formed an energy ball that exploded. Holly used her body and Dan's body to try to shield civilians from the blast. Holly's power is flight, super strength and toughness, super telekinesis, a nasty temper, and blonde Amazon good looks. Dan's power, super armor with super weapons, super strength, flight, and a sarcastic Stan Lee alliterative, joyous love of his work. Harry's powers, Hulk-like super strength, flight, and super stupidity. Holly knows she must stop Dan from getting to that plant by any means necessary, except killing. Superheroes have a code against that. Chapter 32, the chapter with Holly's fight, Act 3, the finale. Powerful punches, punchy banter, and a horrible fall. 100 feet in the air above the East Street Cafe in Encinitas, yet again, a Sunday, 5:52 p.m. The explosion flash subsided. Smoke slowly cleared. Eardrums stopped ringing. Dan's joyously impish voice cried, "We're alive! Alive!" Gee, I've always wanted to say that. His armor and ribcage creaked and cracked in unison. "I guess so," Holly said with all the enthusiasm of roadkill. She coughed up blood, looked down, and sighed in relief. The little civilian dots were still moving, and finally running away. One dot grumbled about a spilled latte. "We survived ground zero," Dan gloated, yanking both dislocated legs back into place. Yeah, Holly grumbled, popping her right leg, left arm, and spine back into place. "What a rush!" Dan cried, pieces falling off his super armor and his molars. "I wonder if my insurance covers this," Holly said nasally, cracking her nose to face front again. "And if my snoring will get any louder." She glared at Dan. "Doesn't it mean anything to you that we saved those civilians' lives?" Dan's eyes gleamed. "Of course it does. And I will save billions of them. Once this rollicking receptacle of fanboy faith," he opened his chest plate to reveal the super-powered last super graphic novel, "is placed within the Superfix, humanity's dark side will die, and Dan closed his chest plate and shook a chiding finger at Holly when she telekinetically grabbed at the novel. Holly's glare at Dan went nova. "They'll turn into more of those marvelous zombies, and I nearly got killed saving the ones at the convention, and I am getting sick of this!" She raised her fist. "Doing evil that good may come sucks. Now turn away from your dark side, because it's not getting past these." She shook fists that she certainly knew how to use. Dan's glare softened. "I know you mean well, my dear." His face became kind, and Holly let down her guard. "But fanboy faith will make humanity good." Dan punched good by punctuating good by sucker punching Holly and her kisser. Bop! Then he tried to fly past her. Holly telekinetically grabbed him, dragged him back, and spat out a tooth. Tooth! "Lobotomies aren't good." She kicked Dan in the crotch. Bong! "Ha!" said Dan. "My armor is thick as there." "So you weren't just happy to see me," retorted Holly. "No, I am a gentleman." Dan channeled power into his fist. His grin was super method actor wicked. Now step aside and let me spread the faith of the fanboy worldwide, or taste my mighty mastery of furious fisticuffs. Holly channeled power into her fist also. Dan, I know there's good buried in that skull of yours, and I'll get to it if I have to pound my way to it. The machine gunning punching began. Pow! Crack! Holly's makeup ran. Bam! Smack! Dan's armor dented. Bit! Ka-thud! Holly's ribcage cracked. Fit! Ba-clud! Teeth lost fillings. Kathoom! The boom! Bruised, bleeding, black and blue muscles, bones, and internal organs beg for mercy. Pound! 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 When will they ever stop? Dan yelled, our righteous certainty sure gives us oof, lots of stamina. He's felt his power running low. Holly yelled, you're gonna need lots of, ow, Blue Cross after this. She felt her power running on empty. Dan's fist ached. I'll rid the world of bullies. Oof. Holly's neckline shaked. You'll become the worst bully on earth. Oof, hey, no fixing my cleavage. Dan said, sorry, ow, I want to know how comic book characters converse so smoothly, ouch, while they're being punched. Holly punched her answer. I, right to Dan's nose, don't, left to his belly, care, both to his kisser. Then Holly saw Harry's huge ball curling towards him and shouting, Harry hated being wrecking ball. She shoved Dan back with one hand, aimed the other hand at Harry, scraped up her power, and telekinetically punched both. She hit Harry's weak spot, his head. But even unconscious, his trajectory continued. Oh no, Holly, look out! Look, dodge, quick! Spun meeting Mac! Harry and Holly fell. Too late! To pavement wham! Moment of silence! Okay, that's long enough. The dust cleared. Holly lay at the center of a huge smoking crater, her head poking out from under Harry's incredibly bulky armpit. The rest of her pinned underneath Harry's humongous, super heavy, bulging with super muscle bodybuilder body. She looked about. No hurt civilians. She sighed in relief that she spotted her beloved E Street Cafe still intact. Thank God. Oh, for a peanut butter iced mocha right now and a fresh story to write. She wrinkled her nose. Phew, does this guy ever take a bath? Gravel crunched near her. She looked towards it. Step by slow, painful step, Dan stumbled towards her. His armor was split, sparking, and speaking. Windows Battle Mode has encountered an unrecoverable error and needs to close. Do you wish to send a message to Microsoft? Cancel, said Dan. Holly had barely enough power for one more telekinetic punch. If she could just free one hand. She strained and cried. She wriggled and jiggled and yelled, Dave, will you stop with the jiggle jokes? Okay, Holly, but you're not gonna like what's next. Dan's footsteps crunched closer, closer, closer. Ow! Holly yiked. Get your foot off my domes! Sorry again, Dan said, stepping back. He stood over Holly. Their black and blue eyes locked. Dan swayed slightly in classic wounded villain fashion. Holly's eyes were super pleading. Dan, please. I know you mean well. I know there's good in you. Remember what you've written. Remember who you are. I remember, Dan said, that I'm pounded to pieces. He formed a gun with his right hand. A hand whose glove armor was still functional. Holly saw Dan aim right between her eyes. Say goodnight, Holly. The glove whined, going up and up the scale. The fingertip began to glow. Holly shut her eyes.